Well,
I know.
we got
Shut up, Alden. I know it hasn't been a day since I uploaded part 1, but this game is so fun. I'm doing part 2 now.
all the ants, but now there's... Is that a tardigrade?
Oh,
That's incredible.
my
We
God.
have to go see it up close.
It
Take us
is-
back to the human realm.
I think it is a tardigrade. Whew. Oh,
Wow, that's a
God.
huge tardigrade. I love tardigrades. They are so cool. These troops are a total... They really didn't need to bring out the tanks for this. The tardigrade doesn't mean any harm. Thankfully, it looks like they're just waiting for now. Normally, this tardigrade would be about 500 microns long, or around the... Tardigrades are aquatic creatures. They're often called water bears. Even the ones that live mostly on land have a thin film of water over their bodies. It helps them feel cozy and stay active. We need more clues. This is the perfect opportunity for you to visit the bacteria realm. I love seeing tardigrades in their natural environment, and we might get an idea about how to deal with them.
Alright, we're gonna go to the bacteria realm.
We are inside that puddle now. Water may look empty to you most of the time, but here in the bacteria realm, you can see that there's a whole other world that's full of life, including tardigrades. These tardigrades are just waking up from tun state at the moment. Lots of things can cause a tardigrade to go into its tun state: heat, cold, deep. The tun state is a really special power. When they're like this, tardigrades have been known to survive 6 times the pressure at the bottom of the Marianas Trench, the deepest part of the ocean, and the vacuum of space. What are all you lab ducks doing out here? Shoo, go away. That's no moon. Wait, no. Yes, it is.
Alright, you need to be...
Rotifers are also able to defend themselves against dehydration. When they feel the water is getting scarce, they pull a similar trick to the tardigrades and curl themselves up as the water discharges from their bodies, decreasing their volume greatly. Nematodes are one of the few animals which can resist dehydration to similar levels as tardigrades. They can also get rid of most of the water in their cells and come back to life just normal. Green algae like this are an important source of oxygen and food for other organisms that live in water. This is a single-celled organism called a diatom, sometimes called jewels of the sea. These tiny organisms generate a big chunk of all the oxygen produced on Earth. Tardigrades are like little tanks, but when they don't like the environment, they go into an inactive tun state, where they basically put being alive on hold. Moss is a great hiding place for tardigrades because it traps water, provides shelter, and it's actually the inspiration for my favorite nickname for them, moss piglets. Moss is also one of their favorite snacks.
Okay, what if we make moss human-sized?
A giant moss to snack on will surely distract our big buddy from those barricades for a while. Too bad we didn't bring a little ranch dressing. This will have to do.
Ranch? For moss? I'm sorry.
Now then, there are lots of ways to make a tardigrade go into its tun state: high pressure, lack of oxygen, dehydration, heat, cold. If we had a tasty snack, you could use the drone to lure the tardigrade somewhere with one of those things.
Heat, cold. What is that? Okay, so I don't think we.
The claw on the drone is perfect for moving things around. Now, where should we lead the tardigrade? Maybe someplace cold?
Cold? Here.
Come on, take a bite. It's tasty, tasty moss. Oops, but it was a long shot anyway. The cart isn't cold enough to chill the entire tardigrade. We can try drying it off instead. Anything around we can use. A huge hairdryer would be perfect. Or a bonfire.
I don't have a hairdryer. Is there anything hot?
Those bits of wood don't make a very good barricade anymore, but they could make a great fire. The heat would dehydrate the tardigrade. A tree? Bonfire would probably dry out the tardigrade, but live trees don't make... Those bits of wood don't make a very good barricade anymore, but they could make a great fire. The heat would dehydrate the tardigrade, and at this distance, we wouldn't accidentally roast it. Banana flavor. Interesting choice.
That's it. Okay. This is the molecular realm. Because we can, I don't know.
Welcome to the molecular realm. Remember that oxygen is a key ingredient of fire, but regular oxygen molecules bouncing into things don't cause fires. If they did, we'd be in a lot of trouble. For the oxygen molecules to react with the fuel, fire needs fuel. Anything with both carbon and hydrogen atoms will burn if you get it hot enough, so these cellulose molecules in the wood should do just fine. We need these oxygen molecules to speed up. The duck drone has just the perfect gadget. I originally made the drone's flagellum to help duck move around in the smaller realms, but it's also good for stirring up molecules. Press the trigger to make it spin. With enough force, oxygen molecules are able to break down the bonds between molecules in the wood, releasing energy and light. Fire is chemistry and physics in action.
Let's head to the normal realm. Because I think we did the fire. I think we made it. We did.
Here it is. Bet you wished you had some marshmallows now. See the steam coming off the tardigrade? That's the film of water around its body evaporating. It will go into its ton state shortly and stay there until you can shrink it down and return it to the water. Don't worry, in that state it can survive almost anything. It'll be fine. Scientists don't know everything about how the tardigrade ton state works yet, though tardigrades can use a certain kind of sugar to replace the water in their bodies, and that protects their internal structures. Apparently, the ants didn't mind the cardboard and foam flavor. Fire turns oxygen and fuel into entirely new molecules. That's where this ash comes from.
Let's go back to the molecule. Not the molecule. Here. Let's go here. Let's go back here. Is there anything here? Let's go back to the molecular realm. Let's head back to the molecular realm. And let's see if there's anything here we can do.
When oxygen breaks down the bonds between molecules in the wood, one of the new molecules that forms is water vapor. Forming new molecules like that releases energy in the form of heat, which is why fire feels hot to us. These carbon dioxide molecules were formed in this combustion reaction. They'll come in handy when it's time to put the fire out. Why don't you collect some? Carbon dioxide is heavier than oxygen, so large quantities of it can get in between the fire and its fuel, cutting off the combustion reaction. We only have a few molecule-sized molecules wouldn't be enough to put out a fire, but a few giant molecules will be. Those are waiting for us in the human realm whenever you're ready.
Let's go.
Just fly the drone over the fire and pull the trigger to release the CO2.
Okay, I have to fill the shrinkaging capsule now. Okay.
Strange matter. No, really, that's what it's called.
I'm assuming the... There. Anything else? Here? Oh. That... Is that a COVID virus?
That's a neutrophil, the enthusiastic killers in your bloodstream that live to take out intruding bacteria.
Sort of any more? Oh, something appeared.
Ah, caffeine. Probably one of humanity's favorite molecules.
Okay, and I think I saw one in the molecular realm. Hold up, I think I saw one in the molecular realm. I think I saw one. And it was like over there. So I'm just gonna wait for it to spawn. Okay, there.
This is a cooling tower. It cools water by exposing as much of the water's surface to air as possible.
Okay.
The shrinkaging capsule is ready to use. Put it in the multi-tool and let's roll. Goodbye, little water bear. Wow, that was exciting, wasn't it? Now, let's get rid of that giant rubber duck. We don't want it reminding everyone who's caused all this trouble. Head to the mountain realm when you're done here.
Okay. So that's probably gonna be it. We'll head to the mountain realm tomorrow or later today. We'll just see if I feel like uploading more. See you guys later.